I've been in the online Perfume fan sphere long enough to know just how much of a meme Perfume's first single, Omajinai Perori, is. It's considered a meme because of how ridiculous it is compared to what Perfume are known for now. Perfume have been known for over a decade now as being pretty cutting edge, first in terms of their musical style and currently as a high-tech live act. Because they've been known for these things for so long, it's extremely easy to forget that they have their origins as idols. It's actually a bit ironic to forget about the fact that they did start out as idols, because if you look back at some of their initial performances, they were actually really good for amateurs. They have a lot of presence, charisma, and the three of them can all sing and dance really well, maybe even better than some idols at their stage back in the day. We have to remember that this was the dawn of the 2000s, and the world of idols have just sort of been broken open by Morning Musume. That said, it was still a tough game to get into. Idols, even today, are still pretty niche, but back then they were even more so. All that being said though, people still rate Omajinai Perori as being a laughably bad song. Why is that? The song itself isn't really that bad, I don't think. From a compositional standpoint, I think it's pretty strong. I particularly like the minor shift during the chorus as the melody reaches its peak in terms of its melodic contour. The vocal performances are also quite impressive. Maybe a little shouty during the chorus, but given how this was their first single and Perfume were yet inexperienced, this is forgivable. Actually, the quality of these performances give a pretty strong indication of the quality of the talent they have on tap, which would grow into what they are now. But that just might be the problem. I know I do a lot about idols and idol culture, and by no means am I trying to take away from the skills or abilities of modern day idols. Far from it. But one of the things I noticed while watching Perfume perform this and their second single live is that their abilities as performers are really good. Maybe too good. When you watch their performances, it seems like they are doing it effortlessly. Their vocals were live, and they were doing that and the dances nearly perfectly, and it didn't look like they really needed to try that hard. That's when it hit me. Maybe this song and this era of Perfume overall isn't really looked upon so fondly, because it seems apparent through all of this that despite the quality of the material not being offensive, it seems pretty obvious that Perfume are operating pretty well below their actual potential. They execute everything quite well, and in a way that one would hope an idol at that time would be trying to aspire to. But you can see so much potential that's going completely untapped in these performances. Casting aside the fact that they were maybe a bit too old to have a single and music video that had very strong elementary school theming, I think what made them unfitting for the idol brand had much to do with the fact that they kind of peaked as idols from the outset. Idols are pretty heavily about growing into professionals as entertainers, or whatever they choose to do after leaving the idol world, and since Perfume went to a school specifically for the training arts, they kind of speed ran the whole idol process. As a result, we get performances that, while great, feel like they only restrict what Perfume are capable of. So it's really not much of a surprise then that not long after dropping the idol angle in favor of branching out as an artist unit, that they finally caught on and became the titan of the Japanese music business as they're known to be today. So yeah, while Perfume's time as an idol group was brief and is laughed about nowadays, it does serve as a neat look into the world of Japanese music at the time and just what companies were trying to do to break into the idol industry nearly 20 years ago.